But daddy is a state of mind, you know what I'm saying? I'm your daddy.
Let's go.
Get up on y'all. You gonna learn today.
Daddy, chill.
Call me Daddy.
Let's get right into it. We're back. Baseball is in full swing. Full swing. First night, Yankees, Giants. What a boring snooze fest. Giants got their ass kicked. And yesterday, full slate of games. Opening day. There's nothing better than opening day baseball. You got games starting at 10 a.m., 12, 1, 2, 3, every hour, new game starting. You're looking around, placing bets, home run parlays. Here's my takeaway from opening day, because it correlates to the hobby and cards and players. Do not get sucked into the hype. Everyone overreacts opening day, opening week, even the first couple weeks is an overreaction. Some of the really young, talented players who made the opening day roster went crazy yesterday. They had great games. Saw a lot of them hit home runs, driving a ton of runs, and the market went crazy overnight. Now, if you're sitting there with a lot of these cards, and you're sitting on these guys, take advantage. Take advantage. Sell. Take advantage of the hype, get rid of the cards, and put that on another person. Make that guy look like the loser in 2 months. If that player gets hurt, if he starts being a little mediocre. Because most of the prices on these cards, the only way that they could stay strong is these guys have to do it game in, game out. And we're talking 162 games. The season is very long. Very long. You had Crawford, who had a big game. McGonigal had a big game. J.J. Weatherhold, Chase DeLauder, Canzone, these young guys. And then Carson Bench. All these young guys. It's like this overreaction. And it's going to be a correction. And what I would say is take those cards, get the fuck out of them, and then go put your money into the players that nobody's talking about. The guys that are flying under the radar, that for whatever reason they don't really get a lot of love or a lot of attention, and sprinkle it around. It's a long season. Takes one little injury. It takes a little slump, which they all go through it. I mean, look at Connor Griffin cards. His market's down 30%. Just because he didn't make the opening day roster. It just takes a little slip up. A little slip up. And the market corrects itself. So when I see these cards that were going for $7,000-$8,000 that just sold for $20,000 over a fucking 1 day overreaction to a one game, Even a retard could put together a little fucking a game. Even a schlub, a nobody could put together a game. So just the overreaction. If you have these guys' cards, fucking sell them. Get rid of them. Take advantage. Put that money in your pocket. Go invest in some other guys. It's really crazy, too, how, like, guys that have just always done it, these players that just consistently are good, that don't get any love because they were like the pre-COVID bump for the hobby. Like a guy like Kyle Schwarber, that guy is just, he is just so consistent. And he hits the shit out of the ball. And he hit a home run on opening day. Nobody cares about his cards. Nobody cares. Everybody remember the Jackson Holiday thing? Remember Jackson Holiday? That whole fucking craze. His cards went through the roof. Everyone was buying up all his stuff. Now, where are those guys at? Nowhere to be found. So just be smart when it comes to these overreactions and take advantage of those overreactions. Because there are a lot of guys out there that have no idea what they're doing with cards. They have no idea. They look at one game. They look at that one game sample size. A grain of fucking sand in the Sahara, and they jump at the opportunity to buy these guys' cards. It's unsustainable, and it is so hard, especially in the MLB, to be good consistently year after year after year. I mean, you have guys like, granted, this guy's been injured a lot. Yankee fans hate him for whatever reason. But Giancarlo Stanton, all right? Let's just say it's Mike Stanton. Let's bring back Mike. We don't need, it's not Giancarlo. If we bring back Mike Stanton, this guy has 453 home runs all time. If he hits 15 to 20 home runs over the next 3 years, the guy's in the 500 home run club. And if he would have stayed a little healthy, just a little healthy, the guy would have probably made it to the 600 home run club. And no one gives a flying fuck about his cards. For whatever reason. Now, does his average stink? Yeah, okay, his average stinks. But he is going to be in an elite class. If he hits 20 home runs a year for the next 3 seasons, I don't think it's a tall task. He will be like top 20 all time in home runs. That's insane. And I think a lot of this hype is driven within the hobby by a handful of people, the quote-unquote influencers. And be careful who you're listening to on what to buy or who to buy, what to sell, what to grade. Be very careful. Because all those Connor Griffin pumpers, remember the Connor Griffin pumpers? They are all fucking the same group of guys. There's a little clique that had all the big Connor Griffin cards. So a lot of these guys are going to tell you, oh yeah, you should go buy this card. Go buy this guy. This is the greatest guy ever. Meanwhile, they're sitting on all of that guy's cards, hoping that the fucking idiots go out and start buying up those cards, drive up the market, and then they flip out of it, and then they give you the big old fuck you. Thank you for pumping my cards up. And there's a lot of these guys that, the advice, they have so much advice for you. The question I would ask is, what are you sitting on? What are you buying? Let's see your purchases. Let's see the receipts. You're sitting here screaming at the top of the hill to buy this guy. Well, let's see what you got. Or is it more of just a fake pump and they just want you to get the clicks and the likes and the shares and the comments? And meanwhile, they're either zero invested in a certain player, or they're sitting on a bag and hoping that because they're talking about it and they get other people to talk about these players, and then they're just like moving these cards behind closed doors, and they're just like, these fucking idiots, keep buying these cards, you big dummies. So just be careful. Also, you want to talk about being careful. Be careful on Whatnot, because we got some hobby watchers, man. These hobby watchers are out there and they're clipping shit. Just be very careful on Whatnot if you're a Whatnot streamer, because you never know when you're going to get clipped. Do you guys all remember card porn? Remember card porn? Remember that guy? The hobby watchdog. How come nobody brings up that guy anymore? How come nobody talks about the fact that that guy was the hobby watchdog? Meanwhile, he was scamming people behind closed doors and doing some shady shit. I feel like a lot of the guys that try to expose bad people, like constantly like pointing in the other direction, are kind of the ones that have a lot of fucking skeletons in their own closet. But just be careful on Whatnot. I was telling my breaker the other day, I said, dude, listen, man, you could push the line. You could push the line. I said, just be real careful, because there are some haters out there that they just want to fucking clip it, put it online, and expose this man and fucking ban this guy. And I'm all for transparency on the app and guys doing the right thing. But you got to be careful. You just never know who's watching. You never know what they're going to clip. I got my, let me see if I can show this off. Yeah. I got my shirt on today. My wife loves me when I wear this shirt. It says, "My wife would fucking hate you." What a shirt. This is the best. Every time I put this shirt on, she's just like smiling in the corner. Like, yes. Wear it, my puppet. Wear it. Wear it proud. It is, it's starting to get real fucking hot out here. In fact, I'm in mourning because I no longer can wear my sweatsuits, my sweat outfits. I love wearing those around. I'm comfortable. I feel good. Now I have to wear, fucking shorts and a t-shirt. And I hate wearing shorts because then I got to wear fucking, it's just uncomfortable. I don't want, it's hot. I'm sticking. My shirt's sticking to my skin. My fucking pants are sticking to my legs. Me and my wife are like completely opposite in that regard. During the winter time, she's like, fuck this cold. I want to be by the pool. I want to be in my suit. I want it to be hot. I fucking don't. Don't like the water whatsoever. Don't like the water at all. And that just goes to the I had a very traumatic experience with water, and ever since that experience, there's just something about it that makes me want to fucking stay away. And it's really weird. It's like if we go to Lake Havasu, I have a fucking blast and we're having a good time. We're on the boat. It's different when you have a fucking boat, Sea-Doos, and you go park in a cove somewhere and everyone's kind of hanging out, having drinks, and we're throwing footballs around. That's totally different. I hate the beach. I fucking hate sand. Sand always gets in all the cracks and crevices in your fucking body. It gets in the food. You're drinking your fucking drink, and it's got sand in the rim, and you're fucking, what the fuck? How does it get everywhere? Like, we wheeled this cooler with it closed. The top was closed. We wheeled it out all the way to where we were going, and somehow there's sand in there. How the fuck did sand get in there? But the pools, I just like, I'm cool. I'm good. I'll sit over here and watch everybody. And that's because I'll tell you guys a story. And I think I've said this before. I think I've told you this story before. I know I've told it on the live. I think I've said it on the podcast. But when the girls were about, oh man, the girls were probably 3 and 4, maybe 4. What are they? They're going to be 11 and 12 this year. What are we doing? Yeah. Oh my God. Or 10 and 11. I don't even know. Man, I think the girls are about 3 or 4 years old. We're at the apartment complex that we're living in. We're in the jacuzzi, and there's another family in the pool across. Like, we're in the jacuzzi, there's a big family in the pool. And there's about 4 adults and about 4 or 5 kids. Maybe even more kids. There's a lot of kids. There's 2 families. All of the adults were drinking. They were all drinking. And they were pretty drunk. And we're just kind of hanging out in the jacuzzi with me, Kelsey, and the girls. And there was one of the girls in this family. She had to have been anywhere from 18 months to 2 years old. She had floaties on, whatever. We're sitting in the jacuzzi, and all of a sudden, Kelsey sees the little girl at the bottom of the pool with no floaties on. She stands up and she goes, can she swim? And immediately, like, fucking spidey senses go off. And everyone starts rushing. And I just get out of the jacuzzi. I jump in the pool. I get her out of the water. Put her on the concrete onto the side. And start doing compressions. Long story short, I brought her back. She survived. Coughed up a bunch of mucus and water. She was purple and blue and stiff as a board when I pulled her out. Brought her back. Ever since that experience, ever since that's happened, I am like a helicopter around pools, especially when there's kids around. I had insane PTSD after that. Nightmare. It's just that experience just kind of ruined it for me with pools. And I'll never forget that experience. And from there on out, I was like, I'm never drinking by the pool when there's kids around. I just won't do it. I can't do it. My consciousness won't let me do it. So that is why when it's hot and the pool, I get like anxiety around pools. And I have a pool and I have 2 daughters. One's an Olympic swimmer. But it just gives me anxiety and it sucks. But you know what? I saved that girl's life and I never saw them ever again. It was almost like it never happened. And I'll never forget, I'm sitting there afterwards because that adrenaline dump is really crazy. Because afterward, the paramedics showed up and they took her away. And I'm like on this adrenaline high. And then I just remember Kelsey asking me, like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. And then we get back home and I remember going into the bedroom. And then the adrenaline just like rushed, like dumped. It's just a big dump. And I just remember uncontrollably sobbing for like an hour. Uncontrollable. I could not control it. And it was just this crazy experience that I was the only one there that knew CPR. And I had the CPR certification from coaching baseball years prior. And in that moment, everybody else froze. And I've never been in a situation where I reacted in a manner like that. To this day, I've never experienced anything else to where something happened and I reacted to in a manner which it was almost like I was not there. If that makes any sense, I was not there, but I was completely in the moment. I was there, but I wasn't there, if that makes sense. It's like this human instinct that just kicked in. And it was like, someone is in trouble. This person needs help. And I'll never forget afterwards, the mom and the crazy part is the mom was freaking out the whole time. The dad was sitting there completely frozen. Could not move, could not say anything, couldn't do anything. He was frozen in time. And after they left with the paramedics, and they kind of like got the kids out and back, the other guy, I think which was the uncle, he came back and he was like a fucking ghost, just pale as a ghost. And we're sitting there kind of like gathering our selves. And he walks up to me and he was just like, I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you did that. And all I said was, I don't care who it was. I would have done it for anyone. And he just walked away. And then like days go by and I remember going to the front office like, did you guys hear about what happened at the pool? I'm trying to figure out if this girl is like, she's out of the hospital, she's okay, everything's good, the family's good. And they're like, yeah, we don't know what you're talking about. I'm like, what? Never saw him again. So that's why, fuck pools. Anyways, I'll end on that fucking morbid fucking story. So when it's hot, I'm not a big fan when it's hot. One, I have very sensitive skin, and two, there's always pools around, and it just gives me anxiety. And I'd rather be bundled up next to a fucking fire, living in a tent in the woods, and having fucking water or pools around. Oh, shit. All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Thanks for listening. I'm out.